Tabletop Spotlight, brought to you by Dragon's Lair, Comics and Fantasy. Hey everybody, I'm AdamHarry from Bella Souls with
Michael from Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
And we're back with another Tabletop Spotlight. Michael, I'm actually pretty excited about this one. This is Warmachine Starter.
Warmachine 2-player Starter Set.
Or Mark III.
Mark III, yes. Prime, all the other words they used to describe it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. This is a brand new box.
Yep.
It's going to be...
Cygnar, Cryx.
Pretty awesome with Cygnar and Cryx models.
Well,
pretty even. You can, we'll get into it, but you can see on the back here later, it's got a lot of the same stuff in the battle groups.
Yes, it's very similar. There's a lot of similarities between the battle groups and this box, but it's perfect for getting 2 players into the game.
Yeah, it's got pretty much absolutely everything you'll need to start from like 0 experience.
Yeah, you don't even have to know how to play at all. It's got dice, measuring device in there for you,
all
rules.
Models.
It has missions. Even has solo stuff. So theoretically, you could buy this box if you just want to play by yourself.
Yeah, you
could. Two armies to play.
Yeah.
So
We'll get into all that in just a second.
You don't even need a friend, just a table.
I mean, I don't have any friends.
Right. All right. Let's take a look inside the box. All right, Michael, we have the Warmachine 2-player battle box. Obviously,
right here.
Cryx, Cygnar action. Here's the back of the box real quick.
Oh, yeah.
So if you bought a battle group box, one of the new ones, like the $40 deals that are awesome, you're going to recognize a lot of these miniatures. So that's basically your $40 battle group right there and right there. And then this box is going to have that plus a crap ton of infantry.
Yeah, plus infantry, plus dice, plus tokens, and all other sorts of stuff. You can see here on the list of models, basically, both Cryx and Cygnar have a Warcaster, 3 Jacks, and a unit of infantry. So nice and even right there.
Which is nice. And also, these are the 2 new Warcasters for each faction. So I don't even know if the Warcasters are available solo yet.
I don't think they are.
So
I think it's pretty much just the battle groups that have been the new stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the war. I mean, I haven't seen them update any new Warjacks or anything like that. But
well, they've got the plastic kits.
Yeah.
Other than that, I know what you mean.
But I have not seen these new Warcasters just yet. So it might just be in here for right now.
Yep. Well, yeah, these in the battle groups. So anyway, let's open it on up. We've already taken the plastic wrap off, obviously. So jumping ahead.
I'm gonna let her struggle here.
Boom. Oh, there we go. All right. Cool. Where to start? I'm gonna open this up off camera because it's gonna make a lot of noise. Keep going.
All right. So we are looking at a couple different packs here. Let's just sort them out here real quick. Got some tokens, some dice, more packs of minis, more packs of minis. All right. So let me just get these out of the way, and we will move the box out of the frame.
Wow.
All right.
Here we go.
There goes the box. Obviously,
there we go.
Not much else in the box. Nice little display, but I mean, you'll probably have a case of your own for these. So.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, these are basically just like the battle group boxes. They have the colored plastic. That matches.
Matches the main color of the army, basically.
Yep. So there's the Cygnar blue. I like this though because they're actually packaged with all their bits in one bag. Yeah. You bought one of the battle group boxes, they were kind of spread out.
Well, I also like it because it's, obviously you should always prime your models, but if you're going to go with their main color scheme, like with Cygnar, you're going to paint them blue, it makes it a little easier because it's already blue plastic.
And if you don't even want to paint your stuff, it's already got a nice
the color right there. So
it's got a nice color thing, color coded.
It's really good for people who maybe aren't as good at painting or don't have the time.
Right.
As opposed to other companies where it's just like white metal or gray plastic.
Yeah.
But it's really interesting the way they've done this.
So let's move the miniatures to the side for 1 second. We'll revisit them, but I want to show off what was in that baggie. So first off, we have cards for everybody.
Stat cards.
Yep, we'll open those in a moment. I'll get to that.
Got a Cryx introductory guide, so if you're just getting into the game.
Yep.
One for Cygnar, obviously, as well.
And these are the exact same ones that were in the battle group boxes.
Little hobby and painting tips in the back.
Which these are actually really handy, by the way.
But it gives you all sorts of interesting, cool stuff.
And they're pretty thorough guides as well as when it comes to painting.
Yeah.
So
I like that it has just a little written up piece about
little blurb story. Yeah, exactly. So. And it's also got a tip in there on how to grow your force.
Yep, next stuff.
So each faction's going to have that growing your force section where and these are not like throwaway units that they're recommending. It's actually good suggestions.
Yeah, it's for real. If you want to be serious about this army, this is what you get next.
Yeah, so good stuff. Cool. Both of these are really good. We have the Prime Digest rules. So you get 1 copy of the Warmachine Pocket Edition rules, and it goes through everything in there. I do want to call one thing out real quick, which is nice. is that, so you have a friend that wants to play Hordes instead?
Sure.
It's okay. Still have the Hordes rules in this book.
There you go.
So any kind of Warlock, Warbeast, Fury mechanics that are separate from the, the core rules.
That's interesting if they've done that. I mean, it's obviously a good design choices for them, so you can get people to buy both games. But it's really interesting they've done that for the 2-player box. So I mean, you could theoretically just buy
if you're a gaming group, exactly.
If you're like the Warmachine player and everybody else plays Hordes, you still have your rules and a little bit of their rules. So.
And again, the core rules, the basic attack, throw, shoot, move stuff, that's going to be the same for both systems.
Yeah.
This one does have the Warmachine stuff and it's Warmachine censored pictures.
Yeah.
But it's going to have the same stuff for all the focus mechanics and stuff like that. Which I don't know if you folks at home aren't playing Mark III yet, but focus actually got a lot better this edition, in my opinion.
Okay.
If a Warjack starts within its battle group's control range of their caster, they actually start with a free focus. So
nice.
It's been a nice way to actually be able to run multiple jacks in a list. If you had a low focus caster before, you couldn't really handle more than a jack, maybe 2 at tops. But now you can run 4 or 5 jacks and they get a free focus.
Comes with 3 in the box to start with. So I mean, they're taking advantage of those new rules, like you said. I mean, just with the models they give you. So very interesting, very cool.
Yeah. So we've seen these super handy. We have a little battle map.
Definitely comes with a nice little battle map here.
Yeah. This is going to be a little
wooded,
3-foot, 2-foot
wooded area.
Yeah.
So nice little skirmish map. Obviously, nothing too huge for
a
small game. Obviously, again, not a lot of models in there, but enough to play a good sized game.
And this is the similar maps to the ones that were in the battle groups as well. And then if you flip it over on the back, it's not just another play sheet. It's actually upside down here, but the reason they've got these numbers and markers on here, if you see them here, is if you haven't seen the battle group boxes, they have this basic training guide. So you're like, well, Adam, what is that?
Adam, what is that?
So this will teach you how to play the game from knowing absolutely nothing about Warmachine to becoming a competent player, at least with the rules. Maybe not tactics-wise, but you will know the rules. So this takes you to...
I like that it has template.
Yes. Because you can photocopy these, cut them out.
Yeah, one thing I've always, when I first started playing like 40K and other stuff that use templates, I was like, I don't know where I place this or what I'm supposed to be measuring.
Yep.
But I mean, it's very helpful that it gives you sort of that little interesting tips there.
So
breaks down all stats, of course.
Not only does this box have enough for 2 players to play, but it's actually enough for a solo player to play because it has dice, it has a measuring,
a range ruler,
but it has one of those. It's got everything you need to play except for like a table.
Yeah.
So
and
you don't even need another player.
Ideally, you would have a table.
Right. But it's going to walk you through the basic stats. It's going to walk you through movement, and it's actually going to have these missions that are numbered that teach you how
going right off of the the lettered spaces on the map.
Yep. Yeah. It will teach you exactly how to play movement, how concealment cover works. All of the basic core mechanics of the game.
All in maybe 20 pages?
Yeah, each one is its own mission, super quick, super easy. It even has a little throwdown at the end. So mission 11, this is if you want to play 2-player, you could play it solo if you really wanted to. It actually comes with training warcasters and jacks to fight against as well. So
what you're telling me is I could get a friend, and I could get this box, and I could know 0 about Warmachine, and I could play in like an hour maybe.
Probably less than an hour.
Get a whole game ready and going.
Yes, absolutely. You and a friend both with the 2-player battle boxes. You can both start playing Warmachine within an hour or less.
Very cool.
Just build them up. You can use the bases if you really want to just skip the building part.
Who needs models? Just use bases.
But it's basic training guide, super duper handy.
Very awesome.
And then the play mat. We also have these sheets here, which are some new scenarios, which is cool.
Which they do list as starter scenarios.
Yep. So if you see here,
so if you do the mission 11 in there, you can jump right to these on the other side of the map without the little help bits and stuff.
Exactly.
Get yourself really interested in the tactics.
They come with 2, one for each player. So 2-player battle box. Each one of you gets the Relic Rumble. Relic's is a faction. Whatever. Relic Rumble. Each one of you gets one of these bad boys. Talks you through special scenario setup, victory conditions, everything you need to play, and there you go. On top of that, I want to tear through the cards real quick.
Sure.
These are pretty standard. Every time you buy Warmachine models,
everything you'll find in a normal box with any model.
So you've got all the Cygnar cards here. We've got the caster. We've got Cryx there. There's Cryx. This is actually an obstacle that you can fold up. It's pretty neat. So,
Reminds me a little of other stuff like obviously it's completely different, but like Crossmaster and stuff like that with the obstacles that you can get out of the cardboard they do. So yeah,
but these are the real cards. These are the actual cards. On top of that, these are the Mark III cards. You can see up in the corner. It's got the little icon as well, right there. As you can see. These are legit cards.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, same cards you'll get in any other box. High quality cardboard, nice and fancy with the full color art and everything like that. So.
Legit cards. And then we don't have to open all these up. I feel like I do want to look at the infantry models if that's cool. Just because we've actually unboxed all of these battle groups before and they haven't changed. So the model quality is going to be pretty much exactly the same. This is the same plastic. As you can see here, here's one of the Cygnar troopers. One of the Storm Guard fellows. Now, I'm not gonna throw them under the bus for this casting, but you will need to clip and clean these. Obviously, this is not.
There's some flashing. There's some little residue, which you know you can obviously.
That's to be expected.
Yeah, to be expected with a lot of models. I have a feeling it's probably the nature, whatever blue plastic they use.
Yeah, and this is not the PVC style plastic stuff that was kind of gummy. So if you sliced into it with a X-Acto knife, it would sometimes not actually cut. It would just kind of like.
Just tear.
Glob or tear. Yeah. This is a harder style plastic, which holds the detail, I think, a lot better. You can see quite a bit of detail, actually, like the rivets and stuff on his armor.
Yeah, I mean, especially his helmet with all those little holes in his helmet.
Visor holes,
even the quilting pattern basically on his legs. So, pretty interesting, very nicely detailed models. I think
come with bases, of course.
Yeah. Very, very cool.
Yeah, so that's. I don't think we need to go through all the models.
No, I mean, if you know what you're getting in the 2-player box, you can just sort of look up the models online, see what they look like.
There's also the tokens. You get a set of tokens.
Little pack of tokens.
Which these are just the generic Privateer Press tokens. They don't.
Dice, obviously.
Yeah, they don't have anything listed on them for which spells, but you can actually write on these with wet erase marker or dry erase marker, whatever. You can write the spell effect on them, so that's what I see a lot of players do.
A lot of stuff getting started with Warmachine. Of course, there is a Hordes version of this box.
Yes.
Comes with Scorn and Trollblades,
yeah.
So, you know, if you're interested in either of those games, you know, they're the same value, sort of the same stuff in each, and they're going to cost the same as well, which is really nice.
So that is the contents of the 2-player battle box. It's in stores now.
It is in stores now. It's brand new. It's just come out this past week or so. So, you know, if you ever thought about getting into Warmachine, and you're like, you know, maybe I've seen it before. You know, it's a nice little more affordable game than other lines that I won't mention. But yeah, I mean, the 2-player battle box you can't really go wrong with.
Absolutely
you get enough for you and a friend.
Yes.
And it's basically the same cost if you had bought two battle groups.
Right.
It'll run you about the same. So.
Yeah. But I mean, they're perfect for getting started, getting into the game. I know players that only buy the battle groups or the starter kits and just play with their friends with those. They don't really get into the rest of the game, which is a shame. But again, at the same time,
it keeps it simple. If you do get into the rest of the game, it has a nice little guide right in
there. Yeah.
What to buy next, and then of course there's all sorts of different resources online and play groups and stuff.
Absolutely.
Like that, so definitely great value, I think.
I think we nailed it.
Awesome starter.
Let's hop out for a really quick recap. Well, that was the 2-player starter set.
A lot of stuff going on in there.
A lot of stuff.
A lot of
totally worth
stuff.
it.
Oh yeah,
totally worth it.
Absolutely, 100% worth it. Like we talked about, your average battle group for Mark III is going to be $40 or so. This right here is going to be $89.99. So
that's
2 battle groups
deal to me.
plus a little extra for the missions and the book and all the other stuff. I mean, the rulebook alone is going to run you,
another, if you bought it by yourself,
another $30-40. So nonsense.
On top of that, I want to put that too. Like the price point of this again. If you took 2 battle groups, mashed them together, that's $80. But this one not only comes with the 2 battle group stuff, you also get like 10 infantry models for each side.
You even get extra models you're not going to get in your battle group.
It's totally worth it. Even if you have a battle group and you want to run more jacks or whatever,
3 per army right there.
Boom.
3 more jacks. So
great deal.
You can't really beat that, especially for a new edition of a popular game like Warmachine. So
absolutely,
definitely a good deal. Obviously from Privateer Press.
Yep.
Obviously it's right there on the front, recommended for 2 players.
Yep.
But
or one greedy one.
Yeah, if you just own 2 armies,
If you play both Cygnar and Cryx,
it's a dream come true for you right there.
Absolutely.
So
go check it out. It's in stores right now.
It is in stores right now. It's brand new.
I'm AdamHarry from Bell Souls.
I am Michael from Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
And this has been another Tabletop Spotlight. Thanks again for watching. Tabletop Spotlight brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Thanks for watching.